Hey everybody, how you doing today? Superfiend here, and welcome back to Total War with Skarsnik, legendary campaign. Black Crag, Thorgrim has made his move. We got some Black Orcs, we got Orc Air Boys, we got our Boar Boys, and Trolls. And we're going to see if we can hold these guys off. The auto-resolve, balance of power is in our favor, so if we wanted to take the easy way out, we could just click this button. But that is not what we're going to do. We're going to try to fight it. And so they've got a couple, I think it's Regiments of Renown dwarf units. No, these are just regular, I don't know, Longbeards with great weapons and maybe Ironbreakers with great weapons. I'm not even sure. They do got the nice Grudge Thrower. That's a problem. Let's see, what are they here? Oh, hammers. Silly me. I actually have dwarf miniatures, and I just totally forgot that hammers even existed. Okay, so how do we want to do this? We got 2 gates. They got a lot of towers. So they are going to make it to the walls. There's no way we're destroying all these towers. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Now, they got a lot of miners here in the center, and then the Longbeards with the great weapons. So, I am inclined to think that we want to put most of our Arrow Boys right in the center here, because these guys got no armor. That will help man these towers, and so we could at least take down the Longbeards and the Hammer siege towers and force those guys to either climb the walls or go in through the front door. We could cause pretty good damage to the miners. And then it's Dwarf Warriors, Dwarf Warriors, Dwarf Warriors, and then a few units of Dwarf Warriors over here. So what if we were to let these Dwarf Warriors just get to the walls and... Let's see, where's the capture point? What if we did this? What if we put our war machines firing this way? Toggled fire at will off. Or maybe just left it on. And let's see. Okay, let's get everybody off the walls real quick. Come here. I'm kind of nervous about putting too many units on the walls because of this Goblobber. I don't know if the AI suffers the same visibility problems that we do as a player, but if we keep our units off the walls, then this guy shouldn't really have any line of sight to units until the dwarves get inside. But if we put the units on the walls, then, you know, we could take a lot of casualties from this thing. And... our Boar Boys, I think we're going to keep the Boar Boys way in the back here. And kind of almost similar with the Trolls. We're going to keep the Trolls back here. Oops. We'll put the other unit of the Trolls here. And maybe we'll move one unit of Boar Boys kind of in the back. Let's see if we can get those set up that way. Alright. And now, so why would we do that? Why would we do that? We could let these Dwarf Warriors, this is just 3 units of Warriors and 2 Rock Lobbers on this side. And there's no point in trying to, like, put melee units up here to fight these guys, because while these guys are slowly moving forward, these 2 Rock Lobbers are going to cause a lot of casualties on melee units. And we do want to use our melee units where they can be the most effective, which I think a lot of the Black Orcs kind of being over here could be more effective at taking out these 3 Dwarf Warrior units. As we said, we put some Arrow Boys up here. So let's see, let's just... right here. Right here. Here, and we'll go here. Okay. And that's where we're going to put the Arrow Boys. Now, we got 2 units of full-strength Black Orcs. And I think we want to put them further back. The best course of action is some way where we got the Dwarves pinned down with the Black Orcs, and then we can get the Trolls and the Boar Boys into the rear of the Dwarves. But I just... am having a hard time envisioning exactly how would we do that. Now, the other thing we could do The other thing we could do is we could bring boar boys out and kind of go around and get behind these war machines and kind of kill the war machines in the back, and then come back with the boar boys later after the dwarves have made it to the wall. But with these quarrelers and let's not forget the reinforcements coming on, I don't know if the boar boys will be able to get to these war machines without too many infantry units in the way. So what we'll do, let's set these black orcs like this. Let's set these guys here like this. And we'll use the arrow boys up here and cause as much damage as we can with them. We'll take skirmish mode off. And we'll peel them off the walls as the dwarves get closer. And then we'll bottleneck these areas with these two full strength black orcs as best we can. We'll let the AI decide like which way are they going to path through here. You know, like, would it be beneficial to put a unit of trolls over here? Or is the AI going to send a unit after them? I don't really know if it will or it won't. But if we can bottleneck these areas and then, like, get these guys to come way around, the black orcs can hold the line for quite some time. They might buy us time to do that. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe we want these black orcs a little bit further back. I'm going to put them up front. We can always move them back later. Alright, let's start the battle. See what happens. And we want to make sure that we get this down. And actually, we want to get the hammers. And the hammer is kind of off-center for both of these. So we'll use both towers to fire on the hammers. And then when the hammers go down, we'll switch this tower over here. With these ones, you know, I think we want to fire on the quarrelers. And we don't get any damage over there, so let's just see what happens here. Our war machines, they have fire at will turned on. So any day now they might decide. See, look at this thing. It's, oh boy. Better the orc air boys than an actual infantry unit, I think. Okay, we're not going to be able to blow up this tower, so let's now focus on these quarrelers. And see, our tower has done good damage to the quarrelers here, so. And now the hammers are taking a lot of damage. It looks like the longbeards are going to get there. And we might have to peel these guys off the walls pretty quickly here. It just doesn't look like we're going to get a lot of missile fire on the miners. We're getting some. Okay, let's come back with these guys. Okay, let's get these guys out of there. Okay, and we'll bring these guys back too. We'll bring them back. Okay, so where do we want the air boys? We want them pretty much back in here. Yeah, so these guys got caught by that siege tower. Oh boy. Now let's see, these guys. Yeah, okay, so see, I think we're going to come back with these guys. I think we're going to bring them back here. Okay. War machines aren't firing at anything. They probably don't have any line of sight that's good. But they should in a minute, like, if I tell them to fire on those... Okay, so they are going to fire. They're not going to start moving. The war machines in settlements is always problematic. You tell them to, like, fire on something, and instead they decide to move. And they just do all sorts of things that make your life kind of difficult. Okay, these guys are still... What are they still doing up there? Okay, they're mostly down here. Good. Let's get them back here. Okay, war machines are causing casualties here. Okay, now we got a unit of dwarves coming around the flank here. So let's see. I think we want one unit of black orcs here. And maybe we want one here. Because we got the trolls and the boar boys. Okay. Air boys. Air boys. Air boys. Okay, let's change gears here. Let's fire on these dwarf warriors. These guys are going to be gone. Okay, these guys are going there. All right, so we can squeeze one unit of black orcs in here. And we can kind of squeeze another one. Well, these two, we can squeeze them in here. I think that'll be okay. All right, so these guys are first to the luncheon. Let's see if our missile units are going to start firing on them. Yeah, come on. And see, now these other dwarf units, they're coming through here, so they're not coming way around. All right, so let's see what we get. And now let's seal this area off with the black orcs if we can. We'll fire on these other missile units, or these other dwarf warriors. Okay, so let's see here. Get the boar boys and the trolls. And the war machines, let's just tell them to stop and then fire at will again. I'll have them fire on these blasting charges, dwarves. Okay, now if these guys peel this way, if all these guys peel this way, they're going to get 2 units of boar boys in their back. And that's what I'm hoping they do. And we got the boar boys and the trolls here. These guys are handling things just fine. Let's get the missile units firing on the quarrelers. Alright, look at this. This was good. And Rugni. Yeah, here we go. Let's get over here. Let's get the trolls too on their general. And then let's bring our general over here. Alright, we got all these missile units. Fire on the quarrelers. Oh, the black orcs they're fleeing. That's not good. We're gonna get our general over here. Okay. And we'll set these guys up here. I don't know if they're gonna be very useful. Okay, we got our butts handed to us in there. That's not what I expected. Alright. We'll just have to hope that some of these units decide to come back. There we go. Let's see if we can get the boar boys, or the boar boys that way. We get the black orcs over here. And now we'll send these trolls this way. Actually, let's send the trolls here, because that's who the quarrelers are firing at, and it might be able to get the boar boys over there. Okay. And the war machines. Fire back there. And what's going on over here? Oh boy. Okay, now let's get these boar boys. And they got Thorgrim there. Let's get them coming this way, I think. They're fast. Alright, we got our black orcs back. Let's get them over here. Let's get our trolls over here. Boar boys aren't doing so great back there. Get these guys back on their war machine. And we'll fire at those longbeards. Okay, let's see if we can get over here. Okay, so we got... let's get these quarrelers, I think. And we just ran into trouble back there. And the dwarf miners just wasted their blasting charges over there. Okay, let's get these black orcs to head these guys off. Yeah, Rungni, he's very sturdy apparently. Taking too many casualties with our general. And then here comes Thorgrim, the big beast. Yeah, this is not looking very good for us. Now, it's okay. We're causing as many casualties as we can, and then we're going to have Skarsnik and a Wurzag and 2 WAs are going to be heading this way. Let's fire on the Rangers. And if we also take away the Silver Pass or whatever it's called from the Dwarves, and then we got Skarsnik and Wurzag kill off Thorgrim and all this other stuff, then we should start gaining the upper hand on the Dwarves. Oh, man. Okay, let's see if we can get those boar boys out of there and get them in the back of the Longbeards here. Okay, these dwarf warriors are finally going down. Let's see if we can get Rugni. There's our general. And can we kill off these rangers, please, with those arrow boys? I'd like to not have those rangers when we finally get over here with Skarsnik. Alright, come on. Alright, so now at this point, I'm basically thinking if we can just kill this guy and break those Longbeards, cause some casualties, and just kill the last stupid ranger that's in here. What's their health? We can't see. Come on. Kill them. Get rid of them. There, we got them. Okay. Black Orcs are back. Okay, our boar boys and our black orcs are taking fire now from the 23 coralers that are left. Oh man, come on. Die already. So we got 1 and 2, and those guys are going down. We're almost out of victory points, so let's just see if we can get Rugni. And we couldn't do it. Alright, so let's see here. 1,900 dwarves, and we killed almost 1,000 of them. So, you know, that's going to be pretty good. And there's a chance that they won't occupy it. They might just sack it, but I think they're going to take it. They did. Alright, now they're going to take care of that little rebellion. But those armies outside aren't going to be much good if Skarsnik... well, 1, they're not full stacks. And 2, Skarsnik's got lightning strike. Let's see, so we lost Karak Eight. No, they decided to sack it. They didn't want to keep it. Okay. And now they're sending reinforcements up to that little, what's it called? The Bloody River province or something like that. And it's the little province that's got 4 settlements all tightly packed together right by the Silver Mountains. Okay, border princes. All right, we need money. Skarsnik's Wa. Well, both of these end up being 12 fightiness, but Gork gets you 12 fightiness in fewer turns, so obviously Gork is the best. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I think with Azag, yeah, so now we're going to lose all this, and the top knots are back. Maybe we can get peace with the top knots. You know, one less thing to worry about. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Okay. So I kind of think with Azag, you know, maybe we're gonna. Does he have a wand? No. We're gonna move things a little bit slow. 6 per turn. 6 per turn if we keep raiding. So after the Gork event is over, that'll be 18 more. So 60. 74, and then 2 more. So in like 5 turns, we can get a Wa with Azag. So if we just kind of move through here slowly in a raiding stance and can outrun the dwarves and the border princes, or at least move in a raiding stance like this way, then we can do an underground move to Grunty Mingle and take it or sack it and get Azag's fighting us up and have a Wa with Azag. So I think that's what we're going to try to do. Now these two guys... This guy's getting closer to a Wa. And this is Spite the Sacker. He's our money maker. So let's go ahead. And gosh, you know, I'll tell you what, after that last battle, I kind of just want to fight this and kill some dwarves. But I think we're going to save it for Skarsnik. So yeah, let's go ahead. We'll just auto-resolve. And do we want to sack it? Yeah, you know what? We're going to sack it. And we should be able to move by it this turn. Where's the Mutinous Gits? They got a stack over here. We're going to cruise down. Let's see. Will that be in the range of the settlement? Let's see, what is this? Well, I'd like to move halfway and then go into a raiding camp, and I think that's enough to get us there. But what I'd be concerned of is that we're still within range of the settlement, and then we would have to like siege it and retreat to move further. And we can't make it that far with both of them, so let's see. I guess we'll just have to move here with him. Alright. And let's see, we got a skill point here. We're doing the red line with this guy. So let's just keep that up. Okay, and Skarsnik. Alright, so before Thorgrim gets his wits about him, and look at this, oh boy. Ooh. Ooh.
Supreme ruler of 8 Peaks. Don't think so. You need me. Big on.
Let's see.
Do you take me for a work?
Okay, Wurzag's got all the war machines, so we're going to reinforce with Skarsnik and attack with Wurzag. And we're not going to tell the Waz to do anything in particular. Yeah, okay, so run away. Okay, so now what do we want to do?
Let's take what should be ours.
We should get all the Waz over here. They should just come with us. And so if we just hang out here with Skarsnik and Wurzag and then these dwarves try to attack, we should have, you know, 4 armies. And they've got 4 armies as well, but we got more units. So I think what we'll do is we'll ambush with Skarsnik. He's got a bad chance. But one of these armies might blunder into Skarsnik. We'll take Wurzag and sit him within range, and we'll just hope that these Waz are not completely brain dead, and just hope that they come over here. And even if the Waz try to chase one of these dwarf armies, they'll probably pick the close one. And so if Thorgrim and Virgil decide to come over here, we should be able to take them in the open field with these 2 stacks. At least I hope that's the case. All right. Done all of our movement. We've got some money, so we can keep it up a few turns. Our goal right now is to just get over here and take the Silver Road. That's our goal. And to damage, you know, everything over here so that as the dwarves retreat back, their buildings are all weak and crappy. So that after we get the Silver Road and get the public order and stuff situated there, we can come back over here and tackle what's left of the dwarves as they try to recruit, but they don't have any good military buildings, so they should have just basic dwarf armies. Okay. And then all this down here, let's see. Yeah, we need to get down here at some point with something. I don't know what. Maybe we should go for the walls at Kradtomin. And let's see over here. Yeah, so we managed to get this built up. Okay, you know what we're going to do? We are going to, just to make sure that we can hang on to this. Grimgor is still down for the count. We're going to go ahead and get the... We're going to get this income guy. We're going to recruit a couple... that was at Black Crag, huh? I was going to say we were going to recruit a couple shamans. No, we're not. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so forget it. I was going to say we were going to recruit some a shaman here and at least put him in this army so that the boss and the shaman could help fight off the wall. But we can't recruit a shaman. 98 turns into the campaign and we've got one goblin hero. It's so pathetic. Alright, let's end the turn. And we haven't even fought Chaos yet. I mean, after all this musical chairs of territory and nonsense with Clan Angren and Karak Hearn and the dwarves, then Chaos might just come in with like 4 doom stacks and just squish the crap out of us and the campaign could go to a crushing halt. That could still happen. Can't win them all, I guess. Okay, so at the very least, we know that the dwarves aren't trying to fight the gigantic doom stack heading their way. So that's good. We're not at war with the Chaos factions yet. Yeah, forget it. Auto-resolve. We won. We'll take the money. Not very much. Ekron. Orc boys, they got troll. We're not going to be able to do this. So, I don't care. And because even if we can manage to do it, you know, Ungrim is just sitting right there with the worst thing you could imagine. This one we will fight. We're going to go ahead, we're going to do this really quick. Just get the goblins up on the walls and maybe just speed the battle up. I think we can manage this. Bunch of orc boys. So let's see. Okay, get all the goblins off the walls. They're deployed heavy over here. And so what do we want to do? We want like... Oh, some night goblins. Some night goblins. Some regular goblins. Or some regular night goblins, not night goblin archers. And we'll do like regular goblins. And we'll do regular goblin archers. Maybe we'll send the spiders out. Let's make sure we got skirmish mode off. And let's see. Goblins. Can we get them up here anywhere? Goblins. Probably going to need a unit of goblin spears here. Let's see. Maybe 2 units of night goblins in here. And the rest of them kind of back here, and we'll just put the general kind of in the center so we can shuffle them about wherever we think we're going to need them. Okay. Fire on that tower. I'll fire on that tower. See if we can take down that one. And I guess the goblin spears are okay. Alright, so these guys are going to take a lot of missile fire over here. I'm going to put guard mode on the archers. Fire on them. The other ones can just pick whatever's convenient. We got the orc boys peeling off here. Looks like their siege tower was destroyed. Let's fire on these orc boys. Maybe we can get them to panic. We got another destroyed siege tower. Let's fire on... well, it's all goblins. Goblin archers now because they're kind of turned sideways. Backpedal with these guys. Change our fire to there. Okay. You get these guys on the walls, but I don't think they're going to be able to do much with 300 goblins sitting in front of them. Okay. Fire on these guys. And let's see. These goblins are going to take more casualties because they're going to be in the firing arc for longer. Fire on the wolf archers. Orc boys. Goblin archers. There we go. So that's looking good over here. We're keeping these guys occupied. Fire on these orc boys now. Okay. There we go. Goblins. Doesn't look like anyone's going to try to climb up the walls over there, so let's send these goblins over. Yeah. Now if we send our spiders towards the wolves, it should cause the wolves to move back because they got skirmish mode on them. And we can fire on the wolves with 2 towers. And let's see. Those goblins. Keep firing on those wolves. So it looks like these guys are going to get in. And so let's see. Let's just make sure that they don't get into the capture point unmolested. Actually, let's put the pressure on these guys here again. Keep the wolf riders moving. Yeah. Alright, let's see. Goblin spears. Orc boys. And, oh, they got through the walls here. Okay. Oh, they got us. They caught the spiders. But it's not going to matter. We're pretty much pulling ahead here. Okay, and these guys are just hanging out on top of the walls. What'll probably happen is when their general finally flees, these guys will just break and run. Okay, let's see. And over here. Guess we can bring these night goblins over. And everything in here is pretty much broken. Yeah, goblins firing onto the wolf guys. Goblin archers are going to waver. It's just the general here that's a problem. And we'll send our spider units in to deal with him. Poison him. Give the goblins an extra hand. Although the night goblins got poison too, so maybe it doesn't matter. Okay, and our towers doing a lot of damage. Most of the goblin units are, the goblin rebellion units are going to be pretty low on morale. And once this guy goes down, which is happening pretty fast, let's get these guys back over here. Alright, here we go. Get these guys in here. Looks like we're missing a unit. And there we go. Easy peasy. Alright, we'll take the money. Again, not very much, but every little bit helps. Now, another battle here at Xerxil. Okay, this is pretty much very similar units. We're going to come back in the next episode and we're going to fight this. So thanks for watching. We'll see you then and have a great afternoon.